What's up, guys? My name is KiwiStorm, and welcome back to yet again another Can You Survive an RPG? Last time, Savannah, and no, but she's back. We're all back. We're all playing our characters, and Titan, please explain what we got going on today.
So where we left off last time was, hey, look, all the dice line up to do sixes. Which oddly enough fits in with the theme of this adventure. Okay, so quest 2, I also made this. This is the second out of the 3 quests that I've made. Okay, so the next quest is the Catacomb Cult. A town lies besieged by murder, death, and theft. Behind it all is a cult of necromancers who reside within the city's catacombs. Venture into the catacombs and put an end to the cultists permanently.
That sounds like a very interesting topic, Titan.
Yes, I know.
Tell us, where are we going to begin such a story?
Well, we're going to begin in the eyes of who wants to be fuck. Who wants to be fuck? Yes. Alright.
I don't know. It should be one of us, since Savannah started last time.
Alright. I say Kellen.
Okay, starting with my eyes.
Alright, so.
How many dice are we using?
We're doing 1 for right now, but in the event that it takes so fucking long like last time, we'll ramp it up.
Alright, sounds good. We'll just adjust the mic.
Now, this one, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, because like the beginning of the last one, I had like a thing kind of planned out, like a rough linear path. Yeah. This one, I got nothing.
Alright.
Alright, so. The trio of heroes begin walking down a city path. They arrive at the gate, and a guard stops them. The city is under lockdown due to high amounts of crime. With a little bit of coin from the thief, they were able to bribe the guard into letting him pass through.
Did you roll for bribing?
Alright, I'll roll for bribing.
I'm kidding.
This is the reason why we No, we're rolling. I guess we're fucking rolling. We got a 3. I just barely... With a little bit of coin, Alex was able to bribe the guard.
Just barely.
Bribe the guard, but just barely, because he had to give up all of the money that was in his bag. Now he broke.
My bad, G.
Thank you, Kellen.
You didn't have to do that. You did it.
Thank you, Kellen. You traitor. Now.
That was a joke. You didn't actually have to.
Now, anyway. Well, it would only make sense if I did have to.
Alright, continue. Next.
The trio walk into the town. It was dark. And it was a stormy night. They see that no one is in the street. No one's in the streets. Only guards walking. Only guards on high alert, walking through the dark alleyways, searching for anything. You keep on going down deeper into the city when you realize there's a group of civilians huddled around in the graveyard. Guards are ordering them to stand back. When you approach, you see that there is a corpse, absolutely mutilated with unidentified symbols carved into their arms and their foreheads. You ask the guard. Savannah asks the guard what happened here. And the guard replies that this was the work of the Catacomb Cult, a group of necromancers who reside within the depths of the catacombs. When Savannah tries to probe for more answers, the guard just pushes her away and tells her to go talk to the king if there's any questions for her.
Damn.
So we go to the kingdom, or castle or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, castle.
The king has been kept under incredibly close guard, and you're unable to talk to him. So instead, you have to go to the captain of the guard. There, the captain of the guard tells you that there's an opening to the catacombs in the southern side of the city. If you're brave enough, like the others he sent, then you could possibly take out the cult of necromancers and relieve the city of the murder, death, and thievery. So, do we go ahead and do that?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
He said the captain said that you'd be very well paid, but the promise of being paid didn't help the last 5 groups that went down. Kellen's computer is at a black screen of death. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
We're back. We're back.
I have a new wallpaper now, but we're live.
Alright. The trio head to the southern side of the city and find the opening that the guard was talking about. There was some strange ritualistic patterns written on the written in what Alex assumed to be blood above the entrance. Savannah quickly deciphered the symbols, and it said, "Abandon all hope for ye who enter." Catch that reference?
Yes, that's what's engraved over the gates of hell.
Yep. So, who takes lead? Alex asked. Alex asked nervously.
Me.
Alright, Callan takes lead.
Roll for taking lead.
Roll for taking lead.
No, not really.
You rolled a 1.
What? It was gliding across your keyboard as a 6.
You tripped into the catacombs and died. I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Alright, so Callan bravely takes the torch and takes Alex's torch in hand and begins walks into the catacombs. Following behind behind Callan was Alex and then Savannah. The two venture deep. Stop staring at me like that. Fuck.
You're telling me a story.
He's just like staring into my soul. You look like a fucking Wolfie Raps fucking thumbnail. Just.
Wow. Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah, we enter the thing, and then Titan drops the dice.
Yep.
You rolled a 1, you died.
Fuck it already. Damn.
Yeah.
As you enter the catacombs, you can't help but notice the absolute horrific smell of rotting corpses and the clattering of bones against the floor. Savannah remarks on how dark it is.
It's fucking dark.
Thank you.
And casts a spell to reveal more light. As she does, she notices that the walls are adorned in bones in almost some sort of ritualistic fashion, and the floor is coated in blood.
Wow. All right. Where do we start?
All right. So, first encounter. So, you turn left down a hallway, and you see two cultists, or two people sitting in robes, hovering over a book, chanting in some odd language that you've never heard of before. Alex offers to take point in taking him out. He probably has the best chance due to him being a thief, to take him out silently. Do you allow him or do you not?
I allow him.
Alright. Alex.
Roll for allowing Alex.
Alright. Alex sneaks up behind the cultist, dagger in hand. He silently walks across the floor without making a single sound. He's right up against them now. Sorry about that, guys. He rolls a 1. Yes.
What happens?
I got a 1.
And?
Alex raises his blade. He raises his blade. He thrusts the blade towards the cultist and misses entirely. He stabs the book that they were hovering in. He strikes the podium and chips his knife against it. The cultists stare enraged at Alex, and Alex just goes, shut up. He goes, and Alex just goes, hey. Before Alex can even make another remark, they use their magic to lift him up into the air and throw him right past Kellen and Savannah. He slams against the back wall and breaks his back.
Damn it.
The cultists.
You fuck.
The cultists are now enraged, and they go toward. The cultists are now enraged, and they cast their magic towards Kellen. And they cast their magic toward Kellen. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I dodged their magic.
All right, roll for dodging magic.
But
3. You just barely are able to dodge their magic.
Okay. Is that it, or can I?
Yes, and that's it. Fuck you. All right, Savannah. What do you do?
I forgot what the spell's called, but it's when a deflect spell. So I cast a deflect spell over me and Kellen.
All right. You got a 5. You successfully cast a deflection spell over Kellen and you.
What happens?
Basically, any other attacks deflect spells.
I know, but like, what happens to what spell did they use to us that is now deflected back at them?
all their spells.
What the fuck are you saying? Any spell that's now incoming after the spell.
Okay, I thought.
Alex
I was
rolls to
confused.
continue being paralyzed. He rolls a 2. He has continued to be paralyzed, even though it doesn't matter.
I used the hammer I got in the last episode.
You know, I realized something like, before you can even say anything, I realized something that last episode, it was always just a rotation between us. We never gave the enemy a chance to attack. Ever.
They were like right up on our ass though.
Yeah, but
Like,
there
they were
was no
going to.
threat against them. It was always just like, whenever you would just roll a bad number, it'd just fuck you over.
Yeah, and?
So we'll just roll 1 for the enemy.
Why?
Alright, the enemy casts a... the enemy... Alright, both cultists charge up as some sort of barrier-breaking spell. They roll a 6. They shoot magic at you, and your barrier is completely broken.
Alright, now
Now go.
I take the hammer I got in the last episode and I swing to knock out both of their kneecaps.
Alright. You roll
God
damn it! You roll 1. You swing your hammer, but you go off balance, and you end up just throwing yourself off your feet and slamming your head against the wall.
I'm gonna fucking keep doing that until it works.
Alright, Savannah.
Okay, so you both are on the ground now?
I'm paralyzed.
Hey,
I can't
Let
really...
me see the white die. Let me see the white one. That one's cursed. Use the purple ones.
These are gray.
Yeah.
I don't care. They look purple.
They're gray. Anyway. So now what do? I'm paralyzed. Kellen is now, like, very, very disoriented.
I do a massive heal.
Mass heal. Alright.
Heal blast.
You got death.
What's death then?
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh,
You
okay.
killed
You got
all
a
of us.
1. You actually, instead of doing a massive heal spell, you end up killing Alex and Kellen.
Oh.
Alex and Kellen are now dead, and you are alone with the cultist.
Are you serious?
Alright. Alex rolls to continue being dead. Continues being dead. Kellen rolls to be dead.
Wait.
Kellen
No,
rolls a 6 to continue being dead.
Wait. Kellen rolls to void his bowels. And I got a 6.
Yep, so you both do
Kellen
your bowels. So Kellen voids his fucking bowels.
Can
alright.
you fix that with magic, Savannah?
I don't wanna.
Ah, damn it! Come on.
Alright, so...
Wait, I have magic. I'll fix it myself.
So...
You're dead.
When you fucking resurrect me?
Alright.
So the cultists use their magic against Savannah. They use some sort of death chant. They're starting to chant in some sort of language, and they raise, and out comes the wall. Several skeletons. They then charge you made of using weapons made out of their own bones.
Wow.
All right, and now this first skeleton runs up and tries and stabs you. He rolls a 4. He stabs you in the arm.
Ouch.
All right, what do you do to retaliate?
I force push them back.
Grab a gun.
You rolled a 3. You just barely managed to do it, and they are pushed back a few minor feet. The skeletons then use, I don't fucking know. The cultists use a fucking death blast against you. They roll a 2. They fail, and their spell just fizzles out.
It fizzles.
Fuck. Bink. All right, so what do you do?
I'm going
How
to
would you-
resurrect
Yeah.
Alex.
All right, resurrect Alex. Come on, dice, don't fuck me over.
How about you move the mouse pad? That's what's stopping it from rolling.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Redo that roll.
We got a 5. Okay.
There we go.
I get resurrected, and I'm back up to health. Yay. So I'm back up to health, and I don't know. I use Wait, when I get resurrected, there's also like having to heal my spine as well,
Yeah.
which was absolutely shattered against
It's
the
a-
cave wall.
It's a 2-in-1 deal basically.
All right, bless. All right, so
2
Alex
for
then-
1, like Walmart.
Alex then takes his other knife that he had in his pocket, and he goes to charge at the skeletons. He then uses his hand to smash one of them against the cave wall. He rolls a 3. He grabs the skull and he goes to slam it, but instead it just slips out of his hand and he hits the wall.
Oh!
All right, Kellen, you want to roll to continue being dead?
Yeah.
You rolled a 1. You continue being dead.
No, I have failed. Does that mean I come back to life?
Nope. Roll to continue being dead.
Damn it.
All right. The cultist. Okay. The cultists then continue to use some sort of like beam, just a continuous beam of magic towards towards Savannah and Alex, but it has to charge up. So just roll for them charging up their magic. That would kill both of us. 1, they fail miserably, and one of the cultists die from charging it up. All right, Savannah, what do you do?
I resurrect Kellen.
All right, resurrect Kellen. 5, Kellen's back up into his feet. All right, now, what do? Alright, so I stab one of the skeletons in the head. 4, I manage to do it, and one of the skeletons fall down to the ground in another pile of bones.
Okay.
Alright, Kellen?
I take out my sword and I pin the other cultist to the wall with the sword against his throat.
Roll 3. Alright,
You
so...
kinda did it.
Kinda did it, but the cultist dodged.
Damn.
Alright. Cultist then the last standing cultist then arms him, then makes the skeletons come back to him and makes himself a armor of bones. 3, he does it, but only his upper half gets encoded with bones.
It's like a chest plate.
Yeah, just a chest plate. He gets a bone chest plate. Bone meal.
Bone meal.
Alright. Sam, what do you do?
Shoot for his legs.
Shoot for his legs.
Yeah.
Magic or something? What are you doing anyway?
I'm fighting.
You're playing Wizard 101 while we're doing this? This bitch don't care about my stories,
How
see.
I'm
dare
listening
she?
And playing, because I have to have something in front of me to do something.
Alright,
I can't just
so-
sit.
So Savannah uses a psychic blast against their fucking legs.
Shatter
She
them.
rolls a 5. She
And
rolls a 5.
completely obliterates their kneecaps.
She rolls a 5, and the cultist's kneecaps are taken out. He's now on the ground yelling. All right, so there's still the skeletons, like since only half of them were able to merge with him.
Right.
So, I take Kellen's warhammer and I drop it on the floor.
It's my warhammer.
And I drop it on the floor because it's too heavy. I roll a 3, so I
You
pick.
just barely dropped it on the
So
floor.
I grab the hammer and I mean to pick it up. I mean to drop it, but I end up actually picking it up, and I'm surprised by my own strength. And I sit to admire my greatness for a bit.
Roll for admiration.
Roll for admiration. 2.
Oh.
Alright, Cal, what do you do?
I use. You know what? I'll use my acid shot and I'll take out the skeletons.
Alright.
Better not hit us.
3. This dice loves the number 3.
Yeah, the other one loved the number 1, so it's not that bad.
Alright, number 3. Your acid shot manages to shoot only 2 of the 5 skeletons that were remaining.
2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Alright, Savannah.
I just
Wait, no, it's the cultist's turn, my bad.
Sorry.
The cultist begins charging up its death ray blast, chanting on some unknown satanic language. 3. He begins charging it up, but it will take him it'll take him 2 more turns to get it to be fully charged. Alright. So now, what do you do?
I decide to obliterate them.
Obliterate them?
Yeah, make them
Obliterate.
combust.
Make the skeletons or the cultists?
The cultists.
Alright. Obliterate the cultists. Obliterate the cultists. Let's go.
Ultravus?
You get a 2. Your spell fizzles.
Damn.
Bing!
Alright. Alex runs up and stabs the rest of the skeletons with his daggers. He gets a 5. He kills all of the skeletons with his daggers by stabbing them against their temples. No fucking know. Alright, Kellen?
Alright, I use a spell to make the cultist throw up so he has to stop chanting his spell.
Alright. Roll a 2. Your spell fizzles.
Damn it!
The cultist then attempts while charging the spell to supercharge himself to make the spell work now. He rolls a 1. The spell fizzles. His spell fizzles. Along with that spell fizzling, his death ray fizzles. So he has to recharge it again. Savannah?
I decide to
That other die go.
Right
have
there.
them throw up all their blood.
Right by the plugs.
What?
I decide to have the cultists throw up all their blood.
What the fuck, Savannah? That's like cultist level dark magic shit. The fuck?
They
Expect us-
brought it out.
I expect that out of a necromancer. All right.
We don't know her. We just met her yesterday.
All right. 3. So you managed to do it, but he ends up just. Wait, that would be a Red Dead spoiler.
Oh damn.
He ends up just coughing up just a little bit of blood.
Damn.
Just.
So I keep him.
So
Is he fatigued at all?
No.
Oh.
Alright, so I run up and go to stab him in the chest 37 times with my dagger. I get a 1. I stab myself. I run up to go I run up to go stab the cultist, but end up tripping over one of the skeletons that I killed, and I end up falling on my own dagger and stab myself in the stomach. Alright, Kellen?
Do a fire spell to combust the cultist.
Alright. 2. Your
Come
spell
on!
fizzles. The cultist then
Fizzles more than the actual Wizard 101 game.
Yeah.
The cultist then uses his own uses the death ray blast again. He's been what? He's the cultist will then use the death ray blast, but since he is now enraged, he will now charge faster. So if he gets a 6 on this shit, he will use it. It's a 2. It's fizzles. All right, Savannah.
This
Okay,
fight's taken an awful long time.
Yes.
Is the skeletons
The skeletons are dead. It's just a cultist.
Okay, I decide to
He does have bone armor though.
remove their defenses.
Alright, remove defenses. Alright, it's a 4. His bone armor shatters under Savannah's spell. Alright. Alex pulls his dagger out of his stomach and drinks a health potion. Rolls a 3. He takes the dagger out.
Licks the bottle.
He takes the dagger out, and as he takes out the health potion, he drops it.
I'll heal you next time.
I'll take out the cultist and everything.
Alright.
Alright, I use my hammer and crush the cultist's skull.
Fucking
Reroll that shit.
5. You're
Finally!
5.
You're
Kellen-
welcome.
Kellen rushes forward with his warhammer and hits the cultist in the stomach. He then rolls. Wait. The cultist then falls down to the ground, and Kellen raises the warhammer up and smashes his skull against the catacomb floors. Blood flies everywhere, and pieces of skull fragments scatter across the floor.
Nice.
The cultist's song is over.
The song. Was it Shooting Stars by Bag Raiders?
No, it was.
Oh god. Oh no. Alex, no, please come back to the game. Don't play it. No, Alex.
There's no such thing.
No, it's not this.
Alex, no.
Is this a 36 second unskippable ad? Absolutely not.
Alex.
Alright, so.
He's been playing it all day.
Alright, so I still have a stab wound and shit. So Savannah, you want to heal?
I'm gonna bandage you up.
Alright, you're just gonna bandage me up?
Because if I heal and if I get a 2 or a 1, then you're not gonna get healed. So I'm bandaging you.
Alright. Savannah goes to bandage Alex. Rolls a 6!
Well, then I guess it's magical wraps.
She wraps up Alex's stab wound, and the wrap was enchanted to heal him over time. Within a couple of turns, Alex will be fully healed.
There you go.
Oh.
Alright, so.
Good.
The trio investigate the book that the cultists were investigating.
That you also stabbed.
Stab the book, you dumbass. It's hard to read through the knife wound, you fuck wagon.
It's hard to read. Alex removes the knife that was implanted within the his knife that was implanted within the book, and Alex takes the book for himself. When confronted by Savannah, he says, "Just don't ask about it. This is mine now."
I say, can I translate it?
Alex reluctantly gives over the book to Savannah, saying that if he sees one fucking drop of blood on that, he's gonna be mad because he can sell that for good money.
You're the one who's bleeding!
I have bandages. It's okay. Anyway, so the trio venture deeper into the catacombs. As they get even closer and closer to the center of the catacombs, they just hear what can be heard as almost singing.
Sirens.
Roll for hearing singing.
Callum gets a 2. He doesn't hear the singing.
No, that was not an actual term.
I
It was
know.
a joke. Okay.
Alright, so
Alright, what's the singing?
they continue going deeper and deeper into the catacombs. When all of a sudden they hear the same chanting as the cultists were saying before, except this time they hear a scream at the end. Do you travel in the direction of the scream, or do we continue going deeper into the catacomb?
What was the question?
Basically, we were venturing in the catacombs, and we're going deeper and deeper. But then we heard like the chanting that the cultists were doing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But we heard a scream at the end of the cultists' chant.
I'm gonna go investigate that shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Alex says that would be a fucking idiot idea, and we shouldn't go investigate. But he is overruled by both Kellen and Savannah. Reluctantly, Alex takes out his 2 daggers and puts his face mask back on, and then puts his hood over him, and reluctantly follows Kellen and Savannah
Alright,
deeper.
fucking Assassin's Creed. Let's
Shut
go.
up, cunt.
When can we decide our costumes?
You have been able to decide this entire time. You just haven't given me a fucking description.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I got a bomb-ass face tattoo.
Takashi 69.
No, like a bomb-ass one, not a trash.
Oh, you just want
looking
like a like ass, but it's like a bomb.
What? No.
All right. So anyway,
Like black, like tendril shit. I don't know.
okay, fuck you.
I don't want to look like fucking a Chipotle bag.
Braveheart. Anyway, so you guys travel into the direction of the scream, and you hide behind and you see candles adorning the sides of the wall. The chanting gets louder and louder until eventually you're at the source of it. There seems to be almost a human sacrifice going on. A woman stands there, and you notice both her legs are gone.
She's still alive.
So the magic of the cultists are keeping her alive.
Okay.
Savannah recognizes the ritual as a dark ritual, even because she's dark as fuck. She recognizes that the
I'm neutral, bitch.
She recognizes that
Chaotic neutral.
She recognizes that the ritual is a ritual to summon demons. And the reason why her legs are gone is that the human sacrifice must be in incredible agony while they die. So, there's 6 cultists that are surrounding the woman, and there's a 7th that's hovering over her with a knife that's about to stab her in the chest. So, what do? Do we let her die, or do we let her die and then take them all out later, or do take them all out silently, or do we just rush in and try and take them out now?
I'm gonna save the chick.
Right?
I would
Save?
do that, yeah.
Save? Alright. Alright, so... so who wants to charge out first?
Well, it's my turn.
Oh, it is.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, since this is like a new encounter, who's gonna be running in first?
I'll run in first.
Alright, you two decide.
That's
Rock,
fine
paper,
with me.
scissors.
She can go.
Alright. So, Savannah, despite being a mage with no fucking with no fucking armor, rushes out towards the cultists and uses what?
I switch my spot with the chick.
Savannah takes the bitch's spot who's on the ground. She rolls a 1. In fact, instead of doing that, she accidentally kicks the chick in the side of the fucking head, killing her.
Oh, Jesus.
The cultists look absolutely bewildered, confused, and angry all at the same time.
Alright, question. Did that stop the ritual?
No.
Alright.
It still killed her. So now there's gonna be a fucking demon.
Alright, is that
demon
the completion of the ritual?
Yes.
Alright.
That was
Then we fucked up.
So the cultists then surround
I do that.
the cultists then use their magic to push Savannah out of the field, and they push Savannah out of the pentagram, and they all surround this pentagram, and then they chant in a weird language, and then all of a sudden they all merge into one, like, almost minotaur-looking demon. All right. So now Kellen and Alex are now forced out of hiding and have to help Savannah's bitch ass again.
No, you don't. You actually go fight. I'll take care of myself. You just threw me out of the cave, didn't you?
Out of the pentagram.
Out of the pentagram.
Oh, okay. So I'm still fine.
But like now we have to now me and Kellen have to decide. Do we save this bitch for completing the ritual, or do we just abandon her?
I say we attack the demon.
All
We
right,
distract the minotaur demon with the wooden cow.
For all who don't know, just look up like what the first podcast or something like that.
Just look up the Minotaur's origin story.
You can just watch the first podcast, and I do a pretty good job explaining it. Now, anyway, so
Are you good?
we're not doing that.
Damn it. Alright.
Alright, so Kellen, throws like a bone at the creature?
A bone? What?
I don't know, fucking throws a bone so that way it
Why would
doesn't.
he throw a bone?
I don't know, so that way it doesn't fucking kill Savannah.
I wanna die!
You know what? I'm gonna take my warhammer and go for its shin.
Alright. Kellen picks up his
kneecap, not shin.
Kellen picks up his warhammer and rushes towards the demon's kneecap. He swings his hammer and misses the kneecap and misses the knee, just lightly grazes the kneecap. It gives the Minotaur a small cut and is now very pissed off because you just ruined his fucking 2 days. He just ruined.
Because he had school pictures tomorrow.
You just ruined his fucking weekend.
Now you fucked up.
So, Alex's turn now.
He had a modeling kid this weekend.
Alex runs up. Alex then takes the time to take a femur off the wall and then begins carving some sort of spear out of it using his knife. He rolls a 4. He starts carving a femur spear. All right.
How many turns will it take?
A fucking couple. Every turn is gonna be one. All right. So the Minotaur then slams its fist down towards Savannah. A 5. It just crushes Savannah under its fist, and Savannah is now critically wounded.
Do I get to say anything? Do
Yeah.
I do anything?
Yeah, you can do anything.
Alright.
Yeah, like you're critically wounded now.
I decide to force push my way away from the Minotaur.
Alright. You get a 3. You push yourself a little bit away. Just... Alright, so Kellen, your turn.
Okay, I use a spell and I douse the Minotaur demon with holy water.
Alright.
Let the range
Oh,
down
shit!
go.
Yeah.
You got a 6. Alright. So, holy water splashes over the demon. It screams in absolute agony as its skin begins to melt off. What's left is just a muscular husk of what it used to be. But even that is still not dead. It charges Kellen with absolute fury in its eyes and begins to take its arm off and use it as its own weapon.
Help.
I want to do something.
Okay.
Well, too bad.
Do
You're
you want to
going
give
around.
her your turn?
No. Alex continues to sharpen the femur spear. A 3. Alex, in fact, accidentally.
Alex nicks himself with the.
Alex accidentally nicks himself with the spear, and he goes, God damn it. Just whispers, and he just
damn it under his breath.
and says damn it under his breath. And he looks up and he goes, holy moly! Just kidding though. Alright, so Savannah. So since the Minotaur is now angry, every beginning of a new turn or something like that for people in combat or some shit would be like Minotaur has a move against him or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so the Minotaur then begins to raise its now ripped off arm towards Kellen to slam to use that as like a warhammer again down onto Kellen. So let's see if he can prepare right. Yep, he's in position now to crush Kellen. So now what do you do?
I get in front of Kellen.
What?
What shields, bitch?
All right, so Savannah gets in front of Kellen. She just barely manages to get in front of Kellen, in time. But unfortunately,
Gets
that
both of
Savannah
us.
didn't understand is that this was a fucking arm being crushed down onto Kellen, and they just both got crushed by the arm.
Thanks.
So now Alex is the last one standing.
Are we dead?
Yes.
It's an arm.
It's a fucking huge arm that just fell onto you guys.
Well, I'm for
Savannah
sure.
got full on falcon punched by this thing, and she's alive.
I'm critically wounded, and now I'm dead for sure.
And you had the fucking supersonic speed of.
Fine, you're critically wounded. Savannah's dead.
Thank you.
All right. Savannah. Okay, so the Minotaur then sees that Kellen survived. He then raises his foot to then stomp onto Kellen. Can you prepare right? No, he cannot. He ends up falling over. And with his one arm, he struggles to get back up.
Alright.
Alright, Kellen, what do you do now? that the Minotaur's
I
on
rolled
the
to
ground?
strike lightning directly at its head.
Alright. You roll a 6. The lightning bolt enters the Minotaur's head and then begins to zap what remains of his decrepit brain. The brain then explodes at the side of his eyes, and his screams of agony echo throughout the halls. The Minotaur is not dead, though.
Did you just say his brain exploded?
Yes, but it's a demon. Supernatural shit, my dude.
Oh, I watch that. I know Sam and Dean. I know fucking.
Seems that maybe
Oh,
you
shit.
like hit it one more time and it, like that, it should be dead. So the Minotaur, now even more pissed off than before, notices that Titan was sharpening a fucking femur spear the entire time.
You're just not killing him on purpose because you want to hit him with his spear, don't you?
Alright.
We could drop an atomic bomb on him and he won't be dead.
The
until you
Minotaur
finish
be-
your spear.
The Minotaur charges towards Titan, and Titan continues to and Titan finishes his spear, and then goes and then throws the finish. Yes, that fell.
What did you do?
The fucking can dropped. Okay. Sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Continue.
Titan finishes his spear and goes to throw it at and throws it towards the Minotaur's heart. He rolls a 2. as he lifts up
a 6.
as he lifts up the spear, he chucks it towards the Minotaur, and it misses entirely and breaks against the misses entirely. If it was a 1, it would have broken against the side of the cave wall.
Can I do something? I know
You're dead.
I know I'm dead, but you let my spirit do something.
That's because you were losing so much the last time.
Oh. Well, that seems to be the case again.
Alright, the Minotaur then kicks Titan against the
I was on a fucking roll. Titan just wanted to use his femur spear.
The Minotaur then kicks Titan's body across the cavern, and Titan hits the wall. And Titan, I don't know, like, let's see. Oh fuck!
A fucking 6. What happened?
Titan gets kicked across the cave wall, and Titan gets stabbed through the heart with the femur spear. Titan is dead.
I don't know any healing spells. Alright.
Well, my backpack.
I got it. I know
My
that.
backpack has-
I got it.
I
Okay.
can go in
Let me-
my
let me-
sack
Alright, the
book,
Minotaur
I have to
then-
find it.
Listen to
The
me.
Minotaur then draws attention to the wounded Kellen and begins charging at him again with an open fist to grab him. What do you do?
I You know what? Just be an asshole. I'd do the holy water spell again.
All right, holy water spell again. Roll a 3. You just barely managed to pull it off, and instead of it instantly damaging the Minotaur is only disoriented from it, and now it doesn't know where you are and is searching for you.
Okay.
All right. So that was the Minotaur's thing. Now you go again since it's disoriented.
Okay. I use. What do I do? It's a hard decision. You said like one more hit will get him, right?
Yeah, one more very good hit.
All right. I'll try and do the antimatter spell that I used in the last episode.
If you fuck up, we're all dead.
You're already dead!
I get that, but like,
Alright,
you
fine,
we're
fine,
all
fine,
dead.
fine.
The adventure's over if you fuck up.
Fine.
May I suggest something?
Yes.
My backpack has healing potions in it.
Alright, I crawl over to Titan's healing potions and I resurrect Savannah.
What you fuck?
I
know.
I'm not gonna waste 2 years on
Alright.
each of you.
Alright. Kellen runs over to Titan's backpack, grabs a healing potion, and he goes to heal Savannah. He rolls 1. He breaks the healing potion on the fucking floor. And then he cuts his foot a little bit on the glass.
Oh no, not my tootsies. No.
The Minotaur then heard the glass break and looks at him enraged. He lowers his head and charges at him with his horns ablaze with like unholy fire. What do you do?
Well, the fucking way.
Dust. Anyway.
Right. I do a gas spell and throw a ball of flammable gas at his horns.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Not gonna lie. Alright. If it works. And it does. It does. The gas attack hits the Minotaur and his head explodes from the flammable gas. The Minotaur falls dead onto the floor and blood soaks Kellen.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, now I heal Savannah again.
Alright, you take another healing potion out of my backpack or
Yeah.
something? Alright.
Looks like you wasted 2 anyway.
You roll a 1.
God damn it!
You break the glass again. You break the glass again. Titan only has 1 more healing potion.
Alright, I searched the book that Savannah has for a healing spell.
You find... Alright. You find nothing. You find nothing because you can't translate the language.
I looked through Savannah's personal book in her bag to see if I find any spells.
Yeah, I do carry
Alright.
books with spells in them.
You roll a 1. You rip the book in half.
My book!
I fixed the book with magic! I fixed the book!
You fix the book with magic. You roll a 1. You end up disintegrating the book.
What the fuck?
I used a spell to re-roll!
Use the spell to reroll.
Fix the book!
You roll a 4.
Yes, I fixed
But
the
that
book!
goes against the rules.
I don't
Faggot.
care, fix the book! We have no other way.
I mean, you have 1 last potion in
Fine, I used the potion.
Alright. You roll a 6.
Oh.
The potion seems to have magical quantities of itself and seems to duplicate itself into 2 potions. You then heal Savannah. Savannah is resurrected from the dead. Titan, on the other hand, is still on the other side of the cavern with the bone spear he spent 3 turns making through his heart. That worked out way too perfectly. The fucking bone spear, and that it failed. That worked too perfectly.
Alright. Are the cultists still there?
The cultists are very much still there.
Alright, I go after the cultists. Savannah, you help Titan.
Okay.
No. Like, the cultists merged into the Minotaur. I thought you were talking about the whole cultist threat in there. The cultists are...
Oh, no. Like, I thought, like, the group of them.
No, the group merged all into the Minotaur.
Oh, well then, okay.
Alright, so...
I decided to bring back Alex from the dead.
Alright. She does that. She does that. She rolls a 5 and Alex is brought back from the dead. Alex screams, "Oh my fucking god, there's a femur in my heart!"
Alright. Is it Alex's turn or my turn? So
It would be, Alex gives his turn to Kellen.
Alright.
Roll.
I study...
1.
I study Savannah's resurrection spell and learn it myself.
How about you just say I teach you?
Yeah, fine.
Savannah
teaches me the
Savannah
spell.
attempts to teach Kellen a resurrection spell.
Kellen's
2.
too retarded to understand.
Kellen's too retarded and inadept at magic to do it. Here, 1 second. Pause the recording for a moment. So where we left off? Savannah just resurrected me, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Savannah looks at horror at what Kellen did to her fucking book.
I tell him, don't worry. I had a spare all along. It was just hidden in the back.
I said you fuck.
That's convenient. Yeah, Alex then remarks at how many fucking broken potion bottles there are on the damn floor.
I apologize. Roll for apology.
A 2.
I say fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, I was dying.
Fuck you. Fuck you, said Kellen. Alex then takes out his knife and goes to stab Kellen in the throat. A 6. Alex stabs Kellen in the throat and Kellen is now dead. I'm just kidding. Jokes. Alright. Alex says don't.
These are the fucking jokes, people.
Yeah, if you don't like them, unsubscribe to KiwiStorm.
No, don't do that. No.
Just watch your fucking live sub count just plummet. Anyway.
From 2 to 1.
The trio then go back into the original path that they were taking. They go down deeper and deeper into the catacombs until eventually they find the inner sanctum. They see that the door is locked. And they have one option. They have only 2 options. My bad. They have 2 options. They either
Seduce it with raw sex. Alex, go.
Oh yeah, you like this door? You fucking like this?
Open for daddy.
Alright. You can either have Alex lockpick the door open, or break the door open and announce your presence to every cultist that is in there.
Lockpick.
Lockpick.
All
Even though
right.
you fucked it up last time you played.
Alright, Alex goes to lockpick the
Fucking
door and he
play.
goes, this time these doors take a lot don't take a lot of skill, but they take a lot of know-how to do this. He rolls a 4 and opens up the door with no problem at all. Alex is actually quite surprised at himself. He thought that was going to fail absolutely miserably. He opens the door and with a shocked expression he goes, "Oh, that actually worked." And he took the lockpicks out and he silently opens the door. As Alex silently opens up the door, he immediately shuts it again. And he, with a shocked expression, he says, "Do not go in there."
Why not?
Roll to go in there. No, not really. I don't.
1.
I slam my face into the door. No. So what?
Kellen
what
pushes Alex aside and looks in at himself. He sees that the inside of the inner sanctum has at least 50 cultists within the inside in an open room. On the floor is a pentagram, which each corner has at least 10 civilians, all screaming in absolute agony from a spell. And in the center, you can only imagine that there's the chief cultist doing a dark ritual to summon some form of demon.
Okay.
All right. So, what do we do now?
Okay. I use a gas spell and fill the inner sanctum with knockout gas.
All right. Roll a 2. Your spell fizzles.
Alright.
All right.
They still don't know that we're here.
I take Alex's bone spear.
That's broken, Emma.
Oh. Fine. I decide.
Actually, no, I'll allow it. I want to see where this is going.
I take Alex's bone spear and throw it at the chief. Aim for the head.
All right. A 3. You throw the bone. You open up the door and you throw the bone spear at the chief.
It hits the chief horizontally in the chest.
All right. The chief. I'm still thinking. I'm thinking about just like the sphere being thrown, and then like as it's going in the right direction, it just turns sideways, just midway, just.
You know how you said you would draw like a mural or something
Yeah.
for each of them? Can that be the fucking picture for this?
I'm gonna try and make a mural for each one, but it's probably not gonna happen. But I'll try my best at.
All right.
So alright, so Savannah takes the bone sphere and throws it towards the cultist leader. The cultists look on in horror as the spear goes flying towards our leader, only for the chief cultist to use his magic to turn it sideways, and yet he still isn't able to stop it completely. It just hits him sideways. He then stares at Savannah and
I wave.
he stares at Savannah and he said, "You fool." He then uses.
I am.
He then all of a sudden, Savannah, Kellen, and Alex are then grabbed from behind by 3 cultists,
Oh no!
and then are dragged into the inner sanctum and placed as human sacrifices. We're now strapped down to tables and are waiting to be embalmed, so alive. So Alex then says, "Any more bright ideas, Savannah?"
I say I got one.
Savannah says, "I got one."
I have
Roll
one,
for
too.
that. Savannah has 6. I got 1, she says in a snarky remark.
I also have one.
Kellen says, "Nothing."
I know my idea's good.
He goes, "My idea's alright." Alright, so Alex asks, "What's your idea, Savannah?"
I say I'm gonna summon a phoenix. My spirit animal. Or familiar, whatever it's called.
1! You summon the phoenix, but the phoenix doesn't do anything. It just stares at you and then starts to peck at your eyes.
Ah, fuck! Damn it! This happens every time!
Alex begins laughing hysterically, but then the cultists come in and kill the bird.
No!
It's okay, it's reborn from its ashes.
True.
Alright, Kellen, I'm giving my turn to you because I got nothing.
Okay. I breathe fire from my mouth and try to convince the cultists that I am one of them.
You get a 4!
Yes!
You convince the cultists that you're in fact one of them, a secret agent that they deployed into the city a while ago, and they let you out and they greet you.
And I am furious at them for tying me in my comfort zone.
Alright, you're furious with them, and what do? You kill them or something?
I demand that they release you.
Alright, you demand that they release you. Roll a 1, they won't allow it. Alright, so
Well, am I released?
yeah, you're released,
Okay.
but we're not.
Alright, so that's turn.
You're blind now from the fucking bird.
You have no eyes. I like this eye.
Peck, peck. I like his eyes on that.
Is your his name Becky?
Becky.
Becky, let me smash, please.
I tell the cultists that they should let us go before anything gets worse. Like a threat almost.
1.
I'm
You went-
crying while I'm saying
You're
it.
screaming in agony from the bird, and you just managed to get out. The cultists just look at you like you have some sort of a fucking Down syndrome.
Great.
Alright, so... Alex, Alex just starts to wiggle out of the confinements. He pulls out a lockpick and he starts trying to unlock himself from his restraints. That's gonna take an entire fucking turn. Alright, so you continue talking to the cultists or do whatever the fuck you want to do with them.
Okay.
Do you kill them or something?
Not yet. Okay. What I do is I use my gas
Alright.
spell again, but it's an invisible gas. It's still the knockout gas, but it's invisible, so they don't see me doing it.
Alright.
It's just slowly like.
Roll a 6. You manage to
Damn.
do it and they get knocked out completely.
All right. I untie Savannah and you assuming that you're both still tied up.
Alright,
I say
Savannah's still
thanks.
fucking blind.
I say thanks.
Alex just says, yeah, whatever, thanks, dude.
No homo.
I was just about to say that.
So.
Thank you. No homo. Wait, what the fuck?
So what do we do now? So what? So guys, I got a plan," said Alex. Now, while we were being dragged in here, I realized that we're currently nearby the chief's overview, where he oversees like all of the rituals and shit in the inner sanctum. So if we get up to that balcony, then we can probably catch the chief and the other cultists by surprise by jumping down and maybe killing a couple of them before the ritual can finish.
I would suggest that since everybody's knocked out, we free the civilians.
There are no civilians. They're all in the ritual circle.
Yeah, get them out of the ritual circle.
Free them.
Well, that would mean that we'd have to go in and face the cultists and shit. So we'd have to have like a.
Alright, so who's got us tied up? Wait, who's there?
The two cultists that were in charge of
That was
watching.
just two? I thought that... Oh.
No, just two of them in
Fine.
a separate room.
Alright, I missed that part. Anyways,
All right.
yeah. I go to kill the cultists in their sleep.
All right. 4. You kill the cultists in their sleep. Fucking animal.
Well, if they wake up...
All right. So the three of them then walk up towards the balcony. As they stand over the chief's balcony, they see that in fact the civilians are gone. Same with the cultists, and the only one standing in the center is the chief. He stands there.
Yo, he mind fucked us.
The chief is just sitting there, staring at you. And all of a sudden, that's when you realize that he even sacrificed his own cultists. Their blood now runs through the trail that the pentagram was at the bottom. All of a sudden, the entire pentagram begins to turn into a lake of blood.
It's a trap.
A lake of blood, and he starts sinking into the blood. He then emerges as a.
The fucking phoenix that picked up my eyes.
Sure. I was gonna say like a giant four-armed demon of some sort,
I kind of would have liked that better because your
Okay.
thing's still like.
I know. I just thought about that 'cause I thought it was funny.
He rises as a giant four-armed demon with the head of a ram. His eyes peering with his eyes seem to like leak like lava or some shit. And he laughs at you. Laughs. You're too late. The ritual has been completed, and now you have to put an end to this. All right. So, what do we do?
Okay. I roll to analyze him to figure if he has any weaknesses.
All right.
Like where he's getting his power from.
Kellen analyzes from hell.
Oh, yeah, but like if there's anything connecting.
The pentagram he's in, that pool of blood he's in.
All right. I roll to contaminate the blood with AIDS.
Alright.
But dude, we can catch it now.
Where'd that fucking die go? Oh, there it is. You got a 2 regardless, so you failed. The spell fizzles. Alright.
The AIDS spell.
The AIDS fizzles. Fuck! Alright, if you rolled a 1, I would have said that you just got AIDS.
Oh, thank God, I don't want AIDS.
Alright. So the cultist leader then punches towards the balcony. You, Savannah, and Alex fall into the lake of blood. You're now coated in blood, and now you're in his domain now. And now you're in his domain.
See, he
So-
giving us AIDS.
Well, good thing we failed.
So, Savannah, what's your attack on this round?
I decide to bring up defenses up on all of us. Except the,
Oh, I forgot to mention that the blood is corrosive, so the longer you stay in the blood, it's going to be more damaging. So,
Well, then
dismiss the blood then.
you can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
That's just it's the dark magic that's powering him. If that's the case, then...
I decide to move us out of the blood.
Alright, you levitate us out of the blood, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you levitate, Savannah goes to levitate Kellen, Alex, and Savannah out of the blood. She's successful, and we all levitate in the air, floating around the demon. He then tries to swipe at Alex like a fucking fly swatter or some shit with his hand. Alex goes to dodge the incoming hand. He rolls a 1 instead of fucking dodging it. He actually just slides directly in front of it, and he gets hit. He then falls onto the broken balcony.
But not in the blood.
But not into the blood.
Okay.
He's just knocked out.
Right, my turn.
Why am I like the most useless character here?
I feel
You're
the most
fucking
useless.
Motherfucker, how have I been
You've healed like all of us back to life.
Yeah,
What
but
have I
also
done?
costs a lot
What have
of
I
trouble.
done except stealthily open doors and failed to kill 2 cultists?
You stabbed a book.
I stabbed a book.
That he did.
Ha!
I mean, you did build that fucking bone spear that fucking
that I got
completely failed to kill the chief.
that I killed myself with.
Yeah. Alright, my turn.
I really need to stop dropping these fucking die. Alright, now it's the demon's turn.
Oh.
The demon then grabs, and then goes to grab Kellen. His claws extended and piercing red.
I thought it was it was the demon's turn. You rolled to like.
Oh yeah. Roll. He fails.
Alright.
He fails and he ends up accidentally swiping at Kellen, but missing.
Okay. I use a lightning spell and strike the blood.
Strike the blood. All right. 2 spell fizzles. All right, Savannah. The demon now turns his attention towards you and goes to basically grab your legs and your arms like this, kinda.
Okay.
All right. So what do you do?
What do?
Yeah.
I blow it out of the way.
All right.
We're still levitating, right?
Yep. 5. You float out of the way successfully. So, like, I'm just gonna give you a chance to attack and shit. So,
Okay.
since I'm being nice here.
Okay. Since even though I'm blind, I'm gonna summon. How about now a giant to crush him?
All right. You summon a giant.
Dude, what is with you and dice?
Fuck. You got a 2.
It fizzles.
Fizzles. Alex remains unconscious.
Oh, you're unconscious? Shit.
I'm unconscious. Your eyes are gone. Kellen's the only one who's conscious and can see. Maybe you should probably heal yourself, Savannah. Maybe.
You still don't have eyes.
Oh, true.
Because you're just like demon spawn. All right.
Right, I use an ice spell to freeze the demon's arms.
All right. Ooh, you roll a 6. Oh, fuck. All right, you freeze one. You freeze the demon's arm. You freeze the demon's arms. They can't move now, and they seem incredibly fragile to any damage incoming.
Okay.
You also, while you cast the ice spell, you gave yourself like
AIDS.
no. You gave yourself AIDS.
I almost spit red cream soda all over Titan's carpet.
I would have been so fucking angry, but also that sounds so fucking wrong at the same time. I almost spit red cream soda all over Titan's carpet.
Wait, how? How is that? How can that be taken any other?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, the carpet, yeah, but like red cream soda. What does that mean?
Bloody cum.
Oh, that's a strawberry milkshake, you dumbass.
Anyway, so you gave yourself like along with freezing the demon's arms, you also gave yourself like armor made out of ice that's like spiked and shit.
Right. Cool.
All right, so the demon now is immobilized, and now it's Savannah's turn.
I decide to get rid of my blindness.
Your blindness.
Whatever.
Lanash mash.
All right. Roll 3.
Okay, so
You
yourself
gave your
one eye.
You got yourself 1 eye back.
You have no depth
You're
perception.
Cyclops.
so I have a patch over one. I got it.
Yep. All right, so I wake up out of consciousness, and I wake up out of consciousness.
Roll to wake up.
I think you know where I'm going. I wake up out of consciousness, and I grab a femur off the wall.
You fucking asshole.
Alex begins to Alex grabs a femur off the wall and begins to start making a. Give me that die back. And begins to try and make another bone spear. He fails and breaks the femur in half instead.
Good.
He fails and breaks the femur in half instead. And while in the mix of it, he accidentally cuts his thumb a little bit. Alright, the demon's still immobilized. Kellen, what do you do? Because its arms are now frozen solid, and I said that they seem incredibly susceptible to damage.
Alright, since ice is made of water and water conducts electricity, I will strike the arms with lightning spell.
That's not
How
how
it
I
works?
thought it
Okay.
was. That's not how I thought it was gonna go, but okay. I said that they're incredibly susceptible to damage. I thought like what you were gonna do is like you were gonna like use a warhammer or something like that to break his arms off or some shit. I don't know, but like almost like liquid
Right,
nitrogen.
but that would spread like throughout the rest of his body though, with the lightning,
I guess. All right, so
and break it.
I don't can
No, I don't think they can.
Hold up.
Logically, no.
What?
can ice conduct electricity?
It's water.
Let me just check real quick. Can ice conduct electricity? Ice is a poor conductor of electricity.
Ha! It's made of water. What the fuck?
It's frozen water.
Alright, so.
Fine. Warhammer.
Well, too bad. Too bad. You already fucking you
Well,
already
it would
did
still
the
break the arms.
Alright, fucking 6. The electric attack fails to the electric attack fails to spread throughout the body, but the single bolt of lightning fucking obliterated his arm, and now one of his forearms is gone. He the demon now begins summoning using the blood from the blood lake to try and regenerate his arm. He will take 3 turns to regenerate his arm. Alright, it's going to take 4 turns now to regenerate his arm.
Cool.
So. Alright, so what do you do?
Fuck? Can you stop like exploding every time you go?
I decided to summon Alex's spear back and give it to him.
Hell yes.
Looks like I failed.
You rolled a 1.
I broke it.
You threw the spear, you summoned the spear towards Alex, and instead of the spear going into Alex's hand, it goes into his heart. Alex is now pinned against the wall, dead. Kellen left the room.
Why are you guys blaming me for something that is not my choice? It's the fucking dice.
It's the mercy of the die. Alright, so Kellen leaves the server, dooming Savannah to fight alone against the demon god.
And I'm half blind.
Half blind. The demon now uses its.
God has left.
Alright, Kellen returns to the server.
Sorry guys, had to take out the trash. Mom said.
You mean my mom?
No. Fucking. You gotta like log off of him.
Oh. Alright, so. Kellen rejoins the server, and the demon now swings its fully solid ice arm towards Savannah to try and kill her. What do you do to so how do you what do you act?
I send a fire blast back towards his arm to powerful enough to try and push him away, but
Alright.
also deflect the attack.
A 3. So, you casted the spell, but it was a fire blast against an ice arm. So you just fucking melted the arm and now it's back to full state.
Oh.
Okay. But it burned him.
Hey.
So he's like, ow. Alex remains dead.
Like he just breaks
Alex
his
remains
hand
dead.
on the
Alex
stars.
remains dead.
I can bring you back next round. Or at least try to.
It's just like, the femur. Damn it. Dead. Alright. Kellen, what do you do?
I use the warhammer and try to strike out the still 2 frozen arms.
Alright. 6. You take out both of his frozen arms, and now he's left with only 1 arm. Alright, so in 3 more rounds? Yeah, 3 more rounds, then the demon will have, like, that arm that he was regenerating back.
Okay.
And then I guess 4 more rounds, the other 2 will come back. Alright, so. Savannah?
I decide to chant resurrection words over your body.
2. Spell fizzles.
I didn't even cast it. I said I started to.
You started to, but you said the word wrong.
Oh.
Alright, Alex remains dead. Yes!
Was that so funny? Alex remains dead. Yes!
Alright, the demon, now angry at the loss of his 2 arms, then uses his last good arm to grab Kellen, to grab Kellen. He successfully grabs Kellen and begins squeezing him with immense amounts of pressure. Alright, and I don't know, like, he starts draining his life energy, and through the life energy that he drains from him, he regens one of his arms. Alright, so now he has 2 arms. Alright.
Dice.
Alright, so Savannah, what do you do?
Oh
wait, no.
Get me out.
Oh wait, no, it'd be Kellen's turn.
Okay. I use an acid spell to break out of the hand.
Alright. 6. The acid spell corrodes his hand, and then he falls. And now he's just left with a nub.
Yay, a nub.
The demon screams in agony and swipes towards Savannah with his arm. What do you do, Savannah?
I turn his arm into a balloon.
1. It turns into a spiky mace and hits you full force.
I'm gonna turn her head into a balloon. Backfires.
So that lands next to Alex, who is
You
still
suck as a mage.
who is still
It's
dead.
not my fault.
It is still the dice. It is still the
I know,
dice.
it's still the
There's
dice.
no skill involved in this game.
I know. Just like in the world,
I
she
guess.
sucks.
Wah!
Okay.
Fuck!
All right, go Alex. Be dead.
Alright, Alex remains dead. Yes!
All right.
Alright, so the demon then uses his now spiky mace hand to swing at Kellen. Alright? He rolls a 3. He misses, but manages to cut Kellen's arm.
Okay. Does the demon have ears? Weird question, but it's
like
crucial.
horns.
Does he have ears though?
No. He's got horns.
So you can't hear anything.
He has a ram head. You know what a ram looks like, right?
Yes. The
I'm right.
ram would have ears.
Ears.
I don't fucking know, okay? Fuck. Sure, I guess he has ears.
Okay, then I use the holy water spell and plunge it into his ear canal.
Alright. Roll a 3. You just barely managed to do it, and only a drop of water gets into his ear.
That's all it takes, though.
It
'Cause you know
drops-
when you go swimming and it's like,
It just lands like
Get
right.
the turkey
it just,
baster.
it just lands right here. The demon just goes, just like hits the other ear and then just falls out.
That would have been a great technique.
It would have been. So, the demon then. Alright, so then it's Savannah's turn.
I give up on life and decide instead of attacking to just go heal fucking Alex.
So it goes and heals Alex. She does it. Alex yells at her, "Why?" Alex yells at her, "Why? Why would you heal me?" Alright, so now it's my turn again. I then take out my 2 daggers and I jump onto the back of the demon and begin stabbing his throat. I don't know where that dice went. I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Alex?
Alright. 3. Alright, I got a 3. I just had bad roll after bad roll. It just kept landing on the fucking puppy pad and shit. Or whatever the fuck that is. Can't tell what it is.
It's your mouse pad.
Mouse pad, sure, whatever. Anyway, don't know where the other dice went, but I guess we're going with these now. So, I jump onto the demon's back, but instead of like stabbing him, instead of stabbing his throat and then start stabbing his neck, I instead jump and then I miss a little bit and I just stab his back and I just fall. I just fall back into the lake of blood.
Nice.
It's very nice. So, the demon, now angry that he has 2 little fucking toothpicks in his back, he then uses his spiky mace ball to swing at Alex. Alright. He rolls a 1, and instead of swinging to kill Alex, he takes out his fucking leg. The demon takes out his leg and falls down to the ground.
Okay.
His leg is now gone, and he's standing here, and he's basically kneeling.
Okay.
Alright.
I douse my sword in holy water and go for decapitation.
Alright. 2.
Damn it!
Your spell to can't
All
do
my
that.
good ideas keep fucking up.
Your holy water spell fails. Savannah?
Funny ones suck.
Savannah, ready?
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. So you're healed, right?
I'm healed.
Like, completely?
Yeah.
You need any healing. Okay, I decide to upgrade our stats.
Upgrade his stats, alright? Well, what the hell would that even do?
For you guys to
Make you
attack, because
harder,
clearly,
faster, better, stronger.
Clearly
Our
I suck
work
at
is
attacking,
never
so-
Well,
over.
just try to attack again.
I get a 1, then I'm done.
Alright, fine.
I'm going to start him on fire.
Alright, set the demon on fire. Roll a 5, the demon is set on fire.
Does that phase him because he's a fucking demon?
No, he's angry now.
Oh. Okay.
His skin begins to melt away, but other parts of it stays relatively strong and almost seems to be hardened.
Alright.
Alright, ready?
I'm ready now.
Alright, so wait. It'll be my turn again, yeah. So, I use my daggers to climb out of the lake of blood by stabbing his legs and then climbing up.
Damn.
He's on fire.
Yeah. 6. I stab my way all the way up to his his head, and I stabbed my daggers into the back of his cranium, and now I'm hanging on for dear life. Alright, go.
Hey,
Oh wait, no, it'll be the demon's turn. Alright. The demon, now angry with Titan, he begins to flail around, and try to smash me against the wall. He rolls a 6. He rolls a 6. Damn it! Alex gets crushed in between the wall and the demon. Alex still holds on with a little bit of life left, but if he gets hit one more time, he's dead. He's done for.
Okay, so you're on the wall or you're on the demon?
I'm still on the demon, but just barely, oh. Alright, Kellen?
I save Alex.
You save
I was gonna say I revive Alex with newfound strength. That's what I was gonna do.
newfound strength. I have a son to protect.
My son.
Right? What do you do, Kellen?
Yeah, fuck, I don't have any healing spells. I can't help you, bro.
It's fine.
I'll do a gas ball again and throw it at his face.
Alright.
That's burning.
2 spell fizzles. Alright,
Of
Savannah?
course it does. Fucking married to these twos.
I bring back up Alex's health.
Alright. 4, you bring back my health up. Alright. I climb up to the demon's cranium and I stab his eyes out.
There you go.
2, I drop my daggers.
You drop your daggers and gently caress his eyeball.
I gently caress his eyeballs and start singing him a lullaby. Shh, go to sleep. Oh no, wait, it's a fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl lullaby. Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Alright, so, the demon is utterly confused by Titan's actions, but he just kind of likes it, so he's going to allow
utterly
it.
and sexually confused by your actions.
So he goes for Kellen, then, the obvious threat.
Damn.
So so he swings his mace hand towards Kellen. 5. Kellen gets hit by the mace arm, and he goes flying to the other side of the room. His armor breaks, and he falls down into the lake of blood. Alright, Kellen, how do you retaliate? It's probably the longest one that we've done.
Yeah,
It actually makes sense.
This is hard.
Oh yeah, I think it's been more than fucking 4 rounds now, so I think his arms are back or some
Okay, his
shit.
arms are back, so. I get out of the blood and use an ice spell to freeze it.
Alright. 2. Spell fizzles.
Can I get a reroll just this once?
Alright.
That's the 5th 2 in a row.
You owe me $1. 5. You freeze the arms.
Thank you! Not the arms, the blood.
Oh, the blood. Alright.
Yeah.
The lake of blood freezes and the demon's power is cut off.
Okay, I decide to
Now you got blood slushy.
I'm going to summon my phoenix again.
Oh,
Attack.
attack! To attack?
To attack the giant.
Alright.
Alex.
Alright. 3.
Alex, do you have blood sloosh?
Blood sloosh. You summon the phoenix, but as it goes to attack the demon, it just gets. As it goes to attack the demon, it pecks it a couple of times and then just flies away.
So it didn't want to attack. Okay, I see how it is.
Alright, my turn. I start. Fuck, I don't know. Like, I break one of my potion bottles and I stab the glass into the demon's eyes.
There you go.
There you go.
3.
You failed to break the potion bottle.
After a couple of tries, I managed to break the bottle, but it's a small piece of glass I have, and I stab it into the demon's corneas.
Ow.
The demon screams in absolute agony and picks me up, and then throws me off of him. Successful. I land where Callan was, but instead of like landing softly into a lake of blood, I end up just slamming myself onto the fucking ice. Breaking my shoulder.
I imagine you like land and it's like, and then like you slide like 2 feet and then just lay motionless.
Wait, so are you unconscious now or are you still conscious?
I'm still conscious, but my shoulder's broken. Alright, Kellen, your turn.
I give Titan a femur bone.
4, you give Titan the femur bone, and Titan just looks at you in absolute disgust.
Like, what the fuck is this?
No, let's do it. I want to see if this will actually kill him.
Alright.
I don't want to kill him with the fucking femur bone.
Alright. Kellen gives Titan a femur bone and tells him to start carving. Alex needs a fucking knife to start carving the bone, which he dropped in the lake of blood.
Give him my sword.
No,
Alright,
I want to do something for that.
Alright.
I make one out of materials in the area with my magic.
Alright.
It's a femur.
1!
So I can't
Give him air.
1. You begin to make a knife in the area, but you begin to make a knife in the area. With the areas around you, but as soon as you make the knife, you go to send it towards Alex, but the knife just goes backwards and stabs you.
In the gut. Okay.
Alright, so, my turn. I begin gnawing on the bone like a beaver to try and carve it. It worked.
That was a guy! He used to be a man. Or a woman, no hate.
No hate. Alex begins gnawing on the bone and starts. Fuck that. I'm just gonna change that to like start scraping it on the wall to sharpen it. Alex begins scraping into the
but
bone.
gnawing on it's funnier.
You want me to know?
Yes!
Alex begins gnawing on the bone to sharpen it, and it actually works better than using the knife, and it actually sharpens it to a fine point, sharp enough that I would be able to pierce the demon.
I just imagine that one scene in SpongeBob with the Doodlebot where his mouth turns into a pencil sharpener and he's like,
Put that on screen. See, wasn't that hilarious?
Funny joke! What do you do with this now?
Alright.
Wow. Yeah, calm down.
So,
Demon's turn?
the demon then brings his mace hand down to finish off Titan. 1, he fails and takes out his other fucking leg. The demon falls down to the ground and now is supporting himself almost like a centipede type thing.
On top of the ice, so it's slippery.
On top of the ice, so it's slippery. So he's using his 4 arms to like support himself on the ice and shit, like a spider or some shit. Callum?
I coat the ice in acid.
Alright. 1. You coat yourself in acid. Callum begins to be coated in acid and he screams in absolute agony as his skin begins to melt.
I heal him.
Thank you.
Savannah heals Callan. 6. Savannah heals Callan completely, and not only heals him, but gives him a set of magical armor.
There you go.
Nice.
Alright. Titan throws the spear at the bone spear at the demon's heart. 6! The bones. It worked. I told you all that you were idiots.
I tried to give you back your spear.
I fucking handed you the bone. I believed in you.
We all wanted that to work.
Titan's bone spear.
Believe.
Titan's bone spear goes through the demon's heart, penetrating it completely. The demon screams its last scream and falls down to the ground motionless. The lake of blood then consumes the corpse, and all is still in the room.
Yeah, bone spear.
Bone spear works. All right. The trio, all injured and mending their own wounds, then walk all the way back up to the kingdom and report to the what was it, like the commander of the guard?
Yeah, commander of the guard.
The commander of the guard, or the captain of the guard, my bad.
Yeah.
The captain of the guard that the cultists have been dealt with. They thank you, and I'll give you 1,000 gold each.
Right. In which we spend at the blacksmith.
Yep.
I spent at my usual alchemy stores and what shit.
I waste mine all gambling.
I spend mine on a metal boomerang.
And I spend mine on a book on necromancy.
Nice. There we go. All right.
No, I got a better idea. I buy the book that I took from the cultist from Savannah.
Wait,
What?
You buy the book for me?
She can just give it to you.
Fine, I'll take the book
No,
from
I said I took that for translation.
I want the book!
Just go to fucking Xerox it, dude.
Never! Oh wait, no, there would have to be, shouldn't there be loot in the chests after the boss fight? Alright.
Do you want to check the loot?
Let's go fucking back, just reverse time real quick. Yo, Swan, can you reverse time for us real quick?
Sure, I reverse time.
You got a 1.
You
you got a 6.
Way to go.
We reverse
Yay.
time and go back to the event after the demon died. We realized that in the Lake of Blood there's a chest of loot, each with anything that we wanted in it.
Okay.
Kellen gets
Metal boomerang.
metal boomerang, Savannah gets...
I get myself a new staff.
Titan gets a new staff, and Titan gets a book of necromancy.
Nice. All's well and good and the end, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we also get the 1,000 gold.
And then we also talk to the commander of the guard. He gives us our 1,000 gold and shit. We walk out of the city with our new prizes in hand, and we walk towards a new world. And we walk towards a new town. Legend. We've been hearing tales about some sort of outbreak there. Maybe we can help.
All right. That about sums up that story. Hope you had a big old barrel of laughs like we did, because that was goddamn hilarious. Anyways, guys, this was Can You Survive an RPG Part 2, Part 3 coming soon. If you liked the video, then like the video. If you loved the video, then subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Until next time, Titan, Savannah, take it away. Yeah. You guys are getting worse and worse at this.
You know what? No, fuck you, bitch. You think that you're funny?
You know what?
You think
without
you're funny?
us, you
Kiwi Storm out!
No,